such an asshole.
All right. I'm going to try and be quick with this one because I got to make it to the restaurant before it closes. Hi, Aaron. I'm a late 20s male. I have a degree in engineering. I work as a legitimate STEM profession. My income currently is 150,000 plus. Hang on, I want to make sure I was this. All right, good. We're there. Good. It's 150,000. I live in a leftist crap hole north of another leftist crap hole specifically. I have 140,000 in credit card and personal loan debt and a 45,000 401k loan gray area to count as debt since I'm technically paying back myself. Well, okay, it's still debt. Current projection to pay off everything is about 5 years, paying about $3,800 a month. Good. What that tells me is you have a plan and you're adhering to it, inclusive of the 401k loan. If I use a debt repayment plan service to lower my interest rates, I was about 40,000 in credit card debt and loans just last December. That was overconsumption of material goods and eating out and also paying for sex. Then okay. So you got a good deal. I wish I was joking, man. But on a per event basis, you probably were getting a very good deal. You probably just had a lot of events. If you were the normal guy chasing girls and having to go through traditional ways, you would have paid a lot more per event. What that tells me is you probably had a lot of events, which is good for you. You probably got, but you have to cut down on the events, the volume. But if you were wondering, like, well, you probably would have wasted to get that same level of sex. You would have spent a lot more money and time, a lot more. Then I took out a 401k loan to pay some debt and invest in crypto, which I ended up losing. And then I proceeded to take out $100,000 in loans. This happened over the course of several weeks to help out an older woman who needed some help with legal fees. You never help people. Here's why you never help people. Okay, let me show you. It's proven it doesn't work. And the reason why is we're still doing it now. We have ran the longest, most expensive experiment on fighting poverty, where we just give people money and it doesn't work. We spent anywhere between around 30 to 50 trillion dollars, depending on how you want to measure it, giving other people money on the welfare state, helping out poor people. People made bad decisions. And all it did was make it worse. All it did was make it worse. All the charities, all the donate to fight children's this and help that. Has one problem been solved? No. And you think your 100,000 is going to, I get a kick out of Bill Gates thinking that the Gates Foundation, which I did the math once, is like 1/10,000% of what the U.S. government alone has spent on fighting poverty and all that. It's like, yeah, Bill, that's going to help. Yep, that extra penny you threw, that was what we were waiting. This one penny, now we solve poverty. So I hope you learned your lesson. You never donate to charity again. Who needed some help with legal fees to get some estate inheritance, but the whole thing turned out to be a scam. She was being lied to. I know this is incredibly stupid. I beat myself up every day over it. She said she would pay me back then some because it was supposed to be worth a lot, and I became invested, and the money put in, didn't want to admit I had screwed up and walked away from it. Spent most of my, okay, so you have a good job. This isn't the worst situation. You're still in better than the average liberal arts graduate. They have the same level of debt, but without a valuable degree. So it's not the end of the world. You're fine. You also have a 5-year plan. You're making progress on that. So I think you're doing good. Spent most of my time in my 20s, either in engineering school, worrying about not being good enough, numbing my depression by paying for sex or by buying random gadgets, then dating a girl for 2 years who left, and watching a ton of self-improvement red pill videos, but not putting any of it into action. Not sure why. I just endlessly consumed it, and I felt like I was going to do something. That's because you're like every American. You think listening to podcasts about health and exercise means you're going to the gym and eating correctly, you think going to well, not you went to college for the right thing, but the typical American thinks going to college is what's going to make them wealthy. That's what you didn't want to do. That you're lazy. Just so you're all wondering, if you all read my books, you don't magically get $2 million and a girl is bobbing up and down on top of your lap with big bodacious biddies. It's an instruction manual. You have to do what's in the book. Rich Cooper, Unplugged Alpha. Here's how it works. Last chapter, what to do. Like, you all want to go to church but bang the neighbor's wife, go ahead. I don't care. Not my problem. I became too invested in this one girl and also my general failings with women and lost sight of the big picture. I had high hopes after coming out of engineering school, but everything went downhill. I'm hitting 30 soon. Don't want to repeat the same mistakes. I'm currently taking some computer science schooling to upgrade my prospects in the IT field. I'm selling all the useless crap I have in my house and cooking healthy meals at home. There you go. By God, don't look now, but you're doing the work. I got about 20 to 25 pounds to lose. That's not bad. Not bad at all. But I'm quite lost. Otherwise, I feel a bit doomed by the large debt I acquired and also my general lack of confidence with women and my achievements. I used to pay for it all the time. I finally got a chick who was actually into me for a while, but got too needy and lazy and was too depressed that she lost attraction. In summary, how should I tackle this debt situation and build good habits along the way to ensure I'm set up better when I'm older? Well, I think you're doing it right now. You must have obviously pared down your budget, liquidated all the crap you don't need. You're knocking it out with $3,800 a day, or I'm sorry, a month. No, yeah, a month. That's exactly what you got to do. It's nothing sexy. But the only thing I would add is, like, if you want to like Uber Eats or to get a side job just to get the extra cash, I do that. What's wrong now? What's going on here? All right, that's fine. Wonder if is Terrence Pop podcasting? Usually I get a couple more people in here. It's like, well, there's only 80 people here. Pop, someone's probably you all over at Pop's place, I bet. The only thing I would say is obviously don't spend more than you make. Get a credit card with a very low limit. Cut up all your other credit cards. Maybe consolidate your debt under a low interest rate loan if you can get it. And then work a second job. Too, I've consumed a lot of red pill and self-improvement content over the years. And it's if I've forgotten more than I retain, I didn't follow too much of it. What are the basics that I should focus on going forward before I worry about other stuff to set up the next day? Get Rich Cooper's book. Just don't even read the first part. Just go to chapter 12 or his last chapter and do what's there. Or maybe it's 12 items he lists. That's it. Do it there. If you need more stuff, get, I guess, Bachelor Pad Economics. But that's it. Well, no, that's more finances. We already got your finance. Unplugged Alpha by Rich Cooper. Don't read the first, read the last chapter and only the last chapter. Then get the Book of Numbers. So you understand just how statistically improbable it is that you're going to find a girl and how maybe paying for it was probably the right economic move. It was just you paid for too much of it. You bought way too much. Okay. And then you got to get over this girl thing. You sound like the stereotype. I don't even know if you're Asian or not, but you sound like the stereotypical Asian engineering nerd who cannot get the girls. And you're obsessed with the girls don't like you. Even if you were an 8, they're not going to like you. They're not there. I would abandon them all together. Go do your thing. And when you do your thing, whatever that you're going to get out of debt, you could become a great engineer and advance in your career. Get some property, go travel, do something. Find out who you are first. And then, and only then, until like, man, I really like my life I got going on. I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. Then you will have the correct mind and mental state to introduce a girl into your life or girls into your life. Because right now, you're every weak ass pussy out there who has nothing going on in their life. And instead of getting up in the morning and going and doing something with your life aside from work, you think a girl is going to fill it in. You think a girl is going to give you value. And every girl, now you need to realize what you're doing and why girls are repulsed by that. Because you are now treating a girl like an object. And you are dependent upon her for your happiness and your meaning and purpose in life. Women don't want a meaningless shell of a man. They want a real man with real things going on. And you get to make a choice now. You are either going to live your life and do things that you want to do to become a man with purpose and reason and agency in life. And by coincidence, become more attractive to women. Or you could say, nope, I don't want women. I'm too lazy to work and put effort into me. And I'm just going to get out of debt and I'm just going to, whatever, play video games and work and invest in money, whatever. That's fine too. But you are not going to approach women. You are not going to have a woman in your life until you get a life. And you know what? If you don't work, on your life for your own sake and therefore become attracted to women, that's fine. A lot of people working hard at life and making something of themselves is just too hard. They're too lazy. Okay. But and if that's the case with you, and you got to be honest with yourself, then you will have to pay for it, just not that much. Okay. I mean, it's like what, between $300 and $500 for a higher end one? Once a month. That should be more than enough. More. You probably got here. Your notch count is probably higher than the average guys by far. I should have asked how many girls you slept with. All right, you got it. You got it, dude. You got it. Well, you didn't really get him. No, he did. He did. That's legit in my book because you were going to pay for it anyway through time and money, and you're going to pay divorce and settlements and alimony. Y'all were going to pay a lot more. This guy was smart. He just bought way too much of it. You don't like donuts. You have a donut a week. Sure, it ain't going to hurt you. You don't have a 12-pack of donuts a day. All right? Like any other vice. Drinks. Go out drinking once a week, maybe okay. Maybe once a month. You don't drink every night and drink a bottle of beer or a bottle of booze. Girls, same thing. You can have a girl a month. That's fine. Don't have one every night. Yeah, and you just, ramble a bit. That's shape it out. All right. It sounds like you got your finances squared away, like you're selling your stuff. Another thing, we'll just address this very quickly. Why you were buying things, again, you have no core. You have, well, not a soul, but you have no value. You have no depth. So you thought buying things would make you happy. It didn't. See where it got you. Okay, did you learn? All right. But I think you got that part done. But notice in doing the last chapter of Rich Cooper's book, or my book, the Book of Numbers, all right, that will give you purpose and reason in life, and you won't need things, and you won't need girls. You'll only have them in your life if you want them. Because I don't. I'm trying to think what I'm going to buy next. A sandwich. That's what I'm going to, because I need to survive. I need to eat. But I'm not like buying things. I'm going to go get stuff. I'm going to go for probably a hike tomorrow if it warms up. Take the dog out. I'm going to go do things. I recommend you do the same thing. But for those of you who are here that are also in your 20s and you're in debt, you might have it. You could call it a spending problem, but usually it's like you have a purpose problem, meaning you don't have any purpose. You have no reason to live, so you fill it with things and stuff. And if you have that problem, there are two classes linked below. One is titled Achieving Minimalism. So essentially how to get unaddicted to spending. The one below that, I think, is called Achieving Financial Excellence. The minimalism class is $500 with tax. It's $450 with tax. The Achieving Financial Excellence, which I recommend you take because it's cheaper and it might be enough, is only $99. The minimalism class will be closed at the end of the 25th. The Achieving Financial Excellence should be open all the time. There you go. See if there's any super chats. Oh, 139. See, okay, so someone must have not. I'm wondering, did you all come in from another podcast? Dave, 128, $2 per cappy roundup to help childhood hunger, though. Nope. Dude, we've been trying to save the children since I was a save the environment. Nope, we didn't save one darn thing. Alex Petunia, a truck driving Latino agent in the field, $5. Gentlemen, work you must, and you must put in the work in order to succeed and delay gratification. Everything is simple if you don't F up. Mexican American poops. Yeah, but Alex, working is hard. Is there a way I can get all the money? And Alex, I know you make six figures as a truck driver. Is there a way I can make six figures without doing all that driving? Alex has got a cute wife too. Alex, did you just get your wife by sitting there doing nothing? You didn't like work out or join the military or become something of yourself, did you? All right, there you guys go. Questions, answers? AssleConsulting.com. I'll see you guys later, Toodles.